with grated cheese and butter, cut into squares. Devon with just a teeny little bit of butter, cut into rectangles. Ham with sliced cheese, cut into triangles with just a little bit of butter. And that's large triangles, not small triangles. Yogurt, cheese stick, apple, grapes, dried apricots, sultana, muffin, lamington, water bottle, juice, Riddler. I always pictured my children eating multi-grain salad rolls stuffed with homemade hummus and grated cheese and beetroot juice dribbling down their chins. I never ever imagined they would eat white bread and Devon sandwiches every day for years on end. God, what is Devon anyway? There's been a reported case of head lice at our school, hand, foot and mouth disease, intestinal worms, glandular fever. Please monitor your child for symptoms of excessive hunger, fatigue and irritability. He's 15. Hunger, fatigue and irritability aren't symptoms. They're his middle names. Athletics carnival. Yes, he can go. No, he does not need an EpiPen, an asthma inhaler or a portable defibrillator. My mobile phone number, which I've given you 400 times before, is... No, I absolutely don't want to be a race starter timekeeper or work in the canteen, but thanks for asking. His doctor's number is... But just so you know, it'll take you 6 weeks to get an appointment. Visiting parenting expert. Oh, I think I saw this guy last year, or read his book. Isn't he the one about teenagers needing mentors? Or prolonged wilderness survival programs? Or weekly family games nights? Oh, actually, I think he was the one who linked a gluten-free vegetarian diet to building emotional resilience. No thanks, buddy. After spending 2 hours preparing the gluten-free vegetarian lasagna that even the dog refused to eat, I was the only one building resilience. Book club? I don't think so. Jump rope for heart sponsorship? Okay. School photo money. Please have correct money. Choose from options A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, or L. Can't I just have a normal photo? I do not want it on a bookmark, a mug, a calendar, a keychain, a t-shirt, or a poster. Actually, in fact, to be honest, I don't know where last year's photo even is, nor the year before that. James has been invited to Raphael's 7th birthday party. That's nice. It's a Where's Wally party. Please RSVP early to get your assigned character. Assigned character? Raphael has a birthday registry at Quality Educational Toys, PTY, to make your choice of gift easier. You can find them at www.qualityeducationaltoys.com.au under his name. Is she real? All meals will be gluten-free and vegetarian. That mother is more of a nutter than I thought. Morning, sweetie. What time is your flight? Okay, we'll see you Friday. Bye. Have a great time. No, I'm fine doing the whole mad morning routine on my own. No, absolutely. You go have a fabulous time at your 3-day conference with your fun workmates. Continuing professional development points, I get. Continuing professional development points at Noosa, I have slightly more trouble understanding. You know, I reckon mothers should get a certain amount of professional development points every day too. You know, a 3-day conference at a winery in the Hunter Valley. With sessions on relaxation, time management, anger management, first aid, self-care, budgeting, family dynamics, and how to get rid of absolute nutter parents. Whole meals will be provided by and cooked for by someone else. You get to room in with your best friend. Porridge is ready! Oh, morning, sweetie. Morning, chirp. Morning. Porridge. No. Wheat Bix cornflakes, toast or muesli. No, not raisin toast, just toast. Vegemite, jam or honey. What? What's that? Whatever. Right. We don't sign or mime whatever in our family. It's yes, please, no, thank you, or gee, mum, you're fantastic. They're your options. I take that as a yes, please. Smoothie. Really. Banana, berry. Is it mum or dad's wedding anniversary today or tomorrow? Today. Do you think I should send them flowers or a basket of fruit? Whatever. Fruit would be nice, you're so thoughtful. Right, smoothie, smoothie, smoothie. Darling, I know you want to be a fireman when you grow up, but can we please keep the siren noises to outside? Is that okay? Thanks, champ. Okay, socks, socks, socks. Change your shirt, you've got smoothie all down the front. Hair hat, sunscreen, hair hat, sunscreen, hair hat, sunscreen. Teeth, lunchbox, water bottle. Teeth, teeth. Right, top drawer on the left. Try the toy box. Laundry basket. Darling, remember what we said about siren noises? They're for outside, okay? Right, any chance you can pick up my boys from soccer this arvo? Tam, Muchley, kiss, kiss. Tam, Muchley, kiss, kiss. No problems. Muchley, kiss, kiss. Right. Shoes, backpack, shoes, bag, shoes, tutu. No, not one shoe, both shoes. Absolutely both shoes. Not negotiable. Can someone feed the dog? No more sirens. Please, honey, if you wouldn't mind. Show and tell. Spelling test. Science experiment. Shit. Okay, right. Now grab the fossil rock from the bookshelf and don't drop it, and please don't tell anyone that Grandpa took it from the restricted area at the U3A archaeological dig. Right. Again, A-G-A-I-N. Let's make it into a song. A-G-A-I-N, A-G-A-I-n, A-G-A-I-n. Festival, F-E-S-T-I-V-A-L. Bicarb soda is in the blue cardboard box in the top shelf of the pantry. Not the one that says peppercorns on it, the one with bicarb soda written on it. Vinegar is in the bottom shelf and food colouring's in there somewhere. Notice what's there. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I didn't know that we needed puce-coloured food colouring until 15 seconds ago. Right, okay, everyone let's get ready for the bus. Okay, so jump in the car. Come on, jump in. Seatbelts, seatbelts, seatbelts. Right, okay. Did anyone feed the dog? Right, okay. What? You're singing an assembly this morning? And you need to be dressed as a frog? Okay, right. Run back inside and grab your dad's ugly green jumper from the bottom shelf, the swimming goggles from the swimming bag, and run as if your pants were on fire. Breathe. Right, away we go. Darling, you know your friend Raphael who's got the birthday party? Got this funny feeling that his frog suit's going to be a little bit different to yours, so maybe don't stand next to him on stage, okay? Okay, here we are. Have a good day. Love you. Here we are. Have a good day. Mwah. Love you. Remember there's an I after T in festival. F-E-S-T-I-V-A-L. A-G-N, A-G-N, A-G-N.
On Life Matters this morning, we're joined by Professor Albert Smythe from the Australian Parenting Institute. Now, he'll be sharing the results of his research linking a gluten-free vegetarian diet with emotional resilience. Now, I'm sure all you parents out there will be very interested to join our conversation this morning.
Not this parent.
Our health service values punctuality. As you have arrived 0.04 minutes late for work today, your pay will be adjusted accordingly.
Whatever.
Oh, you'll have to excuse me. I'm just setting up for playgroup. They should be here soon. You wouldn't believe it, I've been doing it for 10 years. Absolutely love it.
Get out of my way, I've got a pram. Do you move your leg? Thank you.
Oh, is someone now?
Can you just need to move that? Thank you. Carole, can you give me a hand? I've got a pram.
Sure. Well, how was your first Mother's Day as a mother?
It was cool. Spent the day with Mum. Yeah.
Oh, great. My kids spoilt me rotten as well. I'm so blessed. Just think, this time last year, you found out you were pregnant, And now you've got a baby. I remember when I found out I was pregnant, all these feelings bombarding me at once. Excitement, love, joy, and then fear. Oh, I had this insatiable appetite for all the facts and figures I could lay my hands on. As well as food, that is. So I went out and bought the book. Oh, the book was my constant companion. After every visit to the clinic, I scurried home to check all the technical terms just to find out I was normal. I was so normal, in fact, I must have bored all my friends to death. Well, it was after a somewhat normal delivery that the book and I went our separate ways. Well, not so much the book and I, but the book and the baby. The explanation was only too plain to see. He, the baby that is, obviously hadn't read the book. Whereas I was normal, he was the baby. And there is no normal or obvious behaviour for a baby. That's why your doctor, your midwife, your mother-in-law will all tell you directly opposing stories, insisting that this will definitely encourage sleeping or eating, getting rid of wind or whatever. And true to form may never work.
What do you do?
Well, most babies are sort of normal, so until proven otherwise, assume yours is. Learn to compensate for any shortcomings. For example, your baby won't sleep through the night because, oh, he's a genius and needs to keep his mind occupied. Whereas your neighbour's baby, who sleeps 10 hours every night, just isn't so bright. I mean, what other excuse could there be for those big black rings around your eyes? Overcompensation's good for the soul. Your baby's a fussy eater because he's developed oversensitive taste buds due to your excellent breast milk. Yes. The most important thing to remember is, no matter what conflicting advice you're given, and there will be a lot, your baby will grow up despite everything you do.
I'm just so tired all the time. Will I ever sleep again?
Oh yes, lack of sleep's the biggest shock to all new mums, associated with that feeling of, why did I come into this room? Or going to the shops and not coming in home with anything because the baby played up. Or just not getting round to having lunch except for the baby's leftovers.
Or simply not being able to think straight.
Who's a tired baby then? Oh, not me, Mum. Not until you want to do one of those million outstanding chores. Then I'll be tired. Then I'll be miserable and need all your attention. Mine learned that one very early on. He'd be happily playing, gnawing on his teether, or the leg of a chair, and the moment I looked like I was going to be busy, the howling would start. Oh, another favourite trick was the night cracker. He'd be asleep for about 2 or 3 hours, until the moment my husband and I crept up the stairs and slid silently into bed. Oh, we both lay there, not daring to move in case the bed creaked. And then just as that heavenly feeling of sleep began to pour over us, we'd hear the over-familiar sounds of shuffling, and then grunting, and the crying would start. Oh, we'd just look at each other and go, oh God, not again. Do you know it was nearly 9 months before either of us got an undisturbed night's sleep? Usually Smidgen, our new pet name for him, ended up in bed with us, kicking us, poking us, and gurgling all through the night. We tried all the usual remedies, including letting him scream, which I hated, but everything failed. Then he'd want to sleep all day. I wanted to poke him, turn up the radio, pull his hair, anything to get my own back. But of course, I didn't do any of those things. In the end, I just sat and marvelled at his total innocence.
Hi, ladies.
Oh, hello. We're just talking about the joys of motherhood, sleep deprivation, all that.
Oh, yes, I know. We just got back from travelling. We should try motherhood on holidays.
Oh, I remember when Smidge was a bub. We planned our first annual holiday, thought really long and hard about it. 3 weeks on the Gold Coast, our own apartment, restaurant attached, absolutely idyllic. The only problem was, as usual, Smidge didn't know he wasn't meant to start walking before 10 months and put the whole program out. We thought that while he sat on the grass under the shade, happily watching others, that we could lounge around, dip into the pool, sip on afternoon cocktails. We had no idea. At 9 months, Smidge stood up and started walking, So we spent the next 3 weeks bent double, one in front and one behind, as we attempted to thwart his attempts at suicide. Other holiday makers were heard to remark, doesn't look natural on those little legs. I think they thought we were some sort of pushy parents training our little smidge for the Aussie gymnastic team at an early age. Eating out was a nightmare. You know, I'd always imagined feeding my little cherub offspring with a minimum of fuss and mess. Him sitting smiling contently in his high chair, and me spooning in my latest concoction of really healthy pureed food. He looked lovingly into my eyes as he gratefully opened his tiny little mouth to accept another morsel. I was so wrong, wasn't I? Do you know that the hotel restaurant offered to pay our airfare home by the time our holiday? Smidge did make a lot of friends though, and broke a few hearts on our departure. My husband planned a holiday on his own the following week. I mean, one of us had to stay sane. Anyway, how was your holiday?
Yeah, we survived it. I've just been really busy since getting back. I can't stay here long. I've got to go to this parents getting involved meeting at the school this afternoon. And then I have to go look for Ollie's 5th birthday present, and then soon enough it's going to be this one's birthday. It's too much time.
When Smidge was turned 1, the question was whether or not we should have the first birthday party. I mean, he of course would be oblivious, but you can't deny the grandparents spoiling their little one on his special day. So I baked a sponge, iced it in the shape of a clock, little mice for hands. Hickory dickory dock. Clever, eh? Oh, I was thrilled to bits. Smidge gave it a passing glance.
She has his nose and maybe his chin, but the rest of her is all mine. No, it wasn't planned. I'm not that stupid. We'd only been dating for 2 months. He was really hot though. He looked like that short guy from the OC but taller. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of babies. I'm not one of those who go all goo-goo as soon as they see one, wanting to smell their heads and shit. Nikki and I, we went to this party at Jack's house. Simon didn't show. I was off my face. I threw up into a magazine at Town Hall Station. Must have been that dodgy Chinese. It was like totally embarrassing. And then I was 5 cents short for the bus, and for some reason I started to cry like an idiot. I knew something was up. We were buying nail varnish when Nikki said, "You should do a test," like I didn't already know. Tried getting hold of Simon, but he didn't answer his mobile. Texted him like 600 times. After I did the test, I sat there crying in a cubicle. Tried to flush the stick away, but it just floated back up. All I kept seeing was this big pink X marking the spot where my life officially ended. Suppose I was afraid of what my parents would say, how Simon would take it, what people would think. But most of all, I was afraid that I wasn't going to be me anymore. Okay, I know what you're thinking, teenage pregnancy, slut, idiot. But hey, these things happen. Life isn't perfect, you know.